Hi everyone, this is Jen from Books, Bargains, Blessings, and I'm here to show you what sold in the month of July. A lot of people talk about summer slump and how summer's a really bad selling time. That's usually not my experience, and it could be because I do sell a lot of craft items, and crafters really think ahead, and I sell a lot of Christmas stuff in July because it is the time to get started crafting if you're going to be giving gifts or, want newly crafted decorations for Christmas. So anyway, here's what I sold in July. This is a book that was from my grandmother's estate. Actually, I bought this at a store clearance sale probably about 15-20 years ago and gave it to her. I paid 10 cents for this originally. It was in the lot of stuff that I bought from her estate, and it sold for $11.04. This is a neat little crochet pattern kit, or crochet pattern booklet. They are baby afghans that fold up to make pillows. So that's really cool because the baby can use the pillow throughout their life. There's a thrift store near me that sells sewing patterns for 25 cents each. I bought tons of them some years back. I would not buy them at this point because the return on investment, when you consider my time, is not worth it at this point. But, I have them. I'm wanting to get them listed, to get them out of here, get my money back, all of that. This, everyone I've bought has been uncut factory fold, which is important when you're listing patterns unless it's something really rare. This is actually, it ranges from size 8 to 18, so it is a plus size pattern, which they often do better as well. Like I said, I paid 25 cents. This sold for $8.49. I had found a bunch of these at a thrift store. It was probably like a half dozen of them or so, and they were 10 cents each. I thought, this is going to be easy. I can, make a lot, that way, I can sell multiple of the same items really quick, easy. I've had them for a very long time. They've not been selling. I took a best offer of $5 on this one. You may remember the cross-stitch huge lot that I bought for $65 off of Craigslist back in December. This is from that. Like I said a few months ago, I sold one item out of that for $65. So, everything beyond that one sale is just profit. This sold for $15. It's a Going Fishing Alaska cross-stitch kit. One of the neat things about this batch of patterns was the lady had a lot of travel patterns. There were ones from South Dakota, Colorado, Alaska, Maryland, and while there's not as huge a market for them, the people that want them do really want them. This is a Kenneth Cole Reaction men's wallet. I bought it for my husband for Christmas. I decided to get him a different wallet instead of returning this for what I paid for it, which was, I think, $13, I saw I could get more for it if I put it on eBay, and so I did, and I got more for it. It sold for $25. This is a felt Christmas stocking kit from the 1960s. Paragon was one of the first crafting places that you could buy craft kits. I have never seen anything like this before. I have had it for almost 2 years and I've had it at $129.99, which that's not unreasonable for an older Christmas stocking craft kit. However, as long as I had it, when I had an offer come in with it for $50, I decided I would take it. So I paid $1 or $2 for this, and I sold it for $50. This is a Christmas cross-stitch ornament. It's a year 2000 from the brand DMC. DMC is the only floss that I use. I'm very much a snob when it comes to my cross-stitch floss when I do cross-stitch myself. I paid, I believe it was $2 for this. So I didn't make much at all. I've had this for probably around 4 or 5 years, and it sold for $7. But, you know, I was glad to get rid of it and I guess make a little bit. I mean, I was just glad to get rid of it and get some money out of it. This is another craft pattern that was from my grandmother's estate. This is how to make a plastic canvas gingerbread village. You know, once again, I think you'll notice that, you know, I'm selling a lot of Christmas craft items in July. And this sold for $15. I was in Michael's one day, and I saw that they had their Pompadoodle yarn by Red Heart on sale for $10. I looked it up on eBay. It had just come out. It was not in all stores yet. It was selling more at that point than it is now. I would not be picking up any more of this, but I definitely, you know, made money on this. I've more than made for everything that I bought. I have yarn to work with, and I sold this actually in a number of colors in July, but I did offer free shipping with it, and 10% of my proceeds go to charity. So you can see I wasn't making a lot, but it was quick, it was easy to ship. I just had to throw it in a, just a, you know, Tyvek mailer is all I needed, and, you know, it was good to go. This is an item I've had for about 2 years. I really didn't know what to expect from it. I put it at $149 because this is just such a unique item. There are people who collect Dale Carnegie stuff. This is the this is a yearbook of a Dale Carnegie class. These are actual pictures. That doesn't work. From this class, you know, it says here, Clint Englander tells us that skiing is fun. He convinced everyone thus, and the award he won. This is such a 1950s, 1960s item. It's just, it's wonderful. It's from my area, and I bought this with a whole bunch of other stuff in a box lot a few years ago for $20 when a thrift store was going out of business. Also, it sold for $50. I got a $35 offer. I have had free expedited shipping on this. I wanted to make sure that I was making money, so I did a counter offer at $50, and it sold for that. So I didn't get as much as I wanted, but I still think it sold for a decent price. You know, I do think, you know, with what this is, because these are actual photos, you know, glued into this book. If I had waited, you know, maybe another 10 years, I might have got full price for it. But I also like to move my stuff within a couple of years as well. I had found 4 of these library-bound gourmet magazine hardcovers for, I believe it was $2 each in a thrift store. It was in December, so I've not had these listed long, really, at all. And I didn't even list them right away, so, you know, I had these listed maybe about a month, you know, 2 months. 2 of them have sold already. Now, I didn't get full asking price for them. I got $25 each. But so far, I've gotten $50 out of my $8 investment. So I can't consider that bad at all. This is another one of those regional cross-stitch patterns I was talking about. This is a Chinkatink flounder fish, and it sold for $13. I've been really disappointed with this. Some years back, it was maybe about 4 years ago, because I believe it was before my husband and I got married, that I was in a thrift store. I found this and another identical Critter Sitters, which was a popular cartoon in the 1980s, receiving blankets for baby. I believe they were $2 each. I bought both of them. There had only been one completed when I looked on eBay. It had closed at $50, and it had been on auction. So I put mine up at $50, with best offer. This is the first I have gotten an offer for one. I got an offer for $15, which was definitely less than I wanted, but I've had it for so long, I'm just wanting to move it. So I did accept the $15 offer, and I still have one to sell. So maybe somebody will offer me the full amount next time. This is another Vacation Bible School kit. I was talking about those during what sold in the month of June. This one sold for $60. I had it listed at $90, but I received a best offer that I accepted. I paid $15 for this, and I bought it brand new on clearance because this is a former year Vacation Bible School kit. I just held on to it until Vacation Bible School season, and then I listed it. I sold another one of the Little Mermaid Halloween costumes. This one sold for a best offer of $8. When I went to Hungary last year, I went to 3 different Starbucks in Budapest, and I bought Starbucks souvenirs that I have since sold on eBay with, USA seller in the title. This is a tumbler, and I got $40 for it. I believe it was $15 brand new. I've had this item listed about 2 years. I was at a garage sale. I found this purse for 50 cents. It had a $25 price tag on it, which I was able to remove. It's brand new with tags, and I received a best offer for $30. So I think I did pretty good on this one, and the lady was just absolutely thrilled with it. She was just so happy, and that always makes me enjoy my sale even more when the person is just so thrilled with what they've purchased. This was a sale to, I think it was Brazil, and it was the rules for that game that I had told you I had purchased at the Goodwill outlet, and that I have been partying out and partying out and partying out. And I promise you, after my sale like a week or two ago, I have sold it all. I thought I sold it all before, but now all of it is sold, and I'm sure of that. This is a sewing pattern for children's dwarf costumes. It is a Disney item. I believe I might have paid up to $2 for this one, because I will go higher on costume patterns that are Disney. Unfortunately, this was not a very in-demand one, and it only sold for $14. I'm getting close to running out of time, so I need to be quick. This is just another sewing pattern. It sold at $9. I think I paid $2 for this kit. I have had it forever. It's an embroidery kit, and it sold for $7. This is one of the books that I got at my grandmother's estate auction. If you will recall, I spent $600 at her estate auction. This did not sell for full price, but I got a best offer of $85 for it, and I took it. I was very surprised that this book was even valuable, but I looked at most of the stuff anyway. Harley shirts don't do that well for me. I don't buy them anymore. I probably paid $5 for this. As you can tell, it's a nicer shirt. It does show some wear. It's actually a polo shirt. But I paid $5 and I got $14 for it. That's not that great of a profit. This is another cross-stitch pattern. Halloween cross-stitch patterns tend to do well. They are not that common, and I think that's why they do well. This one I paid $1 for it, and I sold it for $13. My final sale for the month of July was just another item I wanted to get rid of. I had an offer come in for $6 on this embroidery Christmas ornament from 1979. It is Hallmark. I'd had it listed for so long, I just wanted to sell it, so I was happy to get rid of it, and somebody is now creating it for Christmas. So that's what sold in the month of July. Please subscribe and like my videos.